Hi, my name is Barb Folk, and I own and run Freddy Guy's Hazelnuts. We have 160 acres of hazelnuts in the Mid-Valley, Willamette Valley of Oregon. And I decided 5 years ago to develop my own business. So what I do is monitor and watch the entire production of my hazelnuts as they come down the line. And what that means is I'm my own grower. I am on the tractors, I am fertilizing, I'm harvesting, and then we bring the hazelnuts in and I monitor their every step of production. We have in-shell, we have raw kernels, we have our own shelling line. I roast my own hazelnuts, I dice my own hazelnuts. They're sorted at least 5 times through the process. And I am at every sorting table with the teenagers that I hire. We have a great batch of kids that works with us from the neighborhood. Today I'm going to show you how to make hazelnut butter, and there's just literally nothing to it. My hazelnut butter is pure hazelnuts. This is what the end product looks like. My hazelnut butter is fairly smooth. When you do it yourself in a home blender, it will not be quite as smooth. My butter maker works for like 10 hours. And by the time it's done, you can measure the microns in the hazelnuts. You're going to get a thicker result than that, but you just pour it in your mixer, blender, and turn it on. The hazelnuts are starting to turn now, and what that means is that this machine is breaking the cells to the point that it's releasing its oils. And when I turn it back on, the oils will become more and more smooth. Mine is smooth because it's been blended for so many hours, but you're going to get a nice chunky hazelnut butter here in about 30 more seconds of blending. And just put it in your Cuisinart or your Vitamix and just go. And what will happen is first you will crumble it, and then it will be like a wet crumble, and the cells are breaking, and then suddenly all of the oil becomes released, and it will become smoother and smoother the longer you let it run. So you can go as long as you want. You might like it like this, or you might like it smoother like mine. It really depends on what you're going to do with it. So I'm going to turn this back on and finish the butter. Okay, that's what we're looking for. We have a nice butter. So we'll turn this off. It's very important that you remember to make hazelnut butter with dry roasted hazelnuts. I have a Steinlight that we use in our farm production. A Steinlight measures moisture content within 1/100%, and the moisture in my roasted hazelnuts is 0.01. So there is no water in hazelnut butter. If you tried to grind the raw hazelnuts, you'll get a nice mash like what we used for the milk. You will not get butter. So that's an important tip that a lot of people don't understand. So here's my hazelnut butter, and I am just going to spoon it out and add it to the butter that is already prepared in my more commercial kitchen at home. And hazelnut butter has a lot of oil. It's real high in calcium. It's high in phytoesterols. It's one of the highest natural sources of folic acid, which is an important thing for neurotube development for babies. Now, if you want to turn hazelnut butter into a delicious cocoa spread, I do that, and literally started with something so small as these tiny tubs. When I first decided to do it, all I do is add equal portions of sugar, and I put 2 tablespoons of sugar and 2 tablespoons of cocoa when I make it to approximately 8 ounces of the hazelnuts. So there's 2 cocos and 2 sugars, and stir it. And what you're going to end up with is what I call cocoa butter. This is originally what the Nutella company in Italy made when they first started, I think about 50 years ago, right after World War II. They are now a huge factory. In fact, they use, the Nutella company uses much of the hazelnut production in Italy. That's how popular Nutella is, and you can make it fresh yourself in your own kitchen by simply adding cocoa and sugar to your own hazelnuts. Here I've put it into a bowl so that you can see it better and so that I wouldn't have as much trouble actually mixing it. This could be transferred back into a little container when you're done, and it should be stored in the refrigerator. Hazelnuts, remember, are fragile. They have those fragile oils, and if you keep them cool, they will last in your refrigerator for up to 6 to 9 months. But if you leave them on a hot countertop, you really need to eat them up within about 2 months. So this could be transferred again back into the small container and put into the refrigerator. Thank you for coming. That was hazelnut butter and what I call hazelnut cocoa butter. I sell it. I'm Barb Folk at freddyguys.com, and thank you very much to everydaydish.tv. Was that all right? Come on.